Hi, I'm Dan LeMay. I'm the instructor for your statistics course this spring semester, and the purpose of this video is to give you an idea of how you should proceed each week. Sometimes people are new to online learning have questions like this, and of course, every instructor does things a little bit different, and hopefully this will get you right up to speed fast. So let me share my screen. Um, So I'm at the front page of the Canvas course. You know, log on to VSC portal and get yourself signed in. Then you can open up this course. And this is the landing page, the home page. And here's my contact information. And there's if you want some live time with me, Zoom meeting, you can schedule me there. I encourage you to do this. Use me, and that's what I'm here for. If my times don't work for you, you can let me know what does work for you, and we can probably work it out. I'm tied up during the weekdays and tied up with my high school teaching job between 7 and 3:30, so I'm not unavailable then. But I do have breaks. Breaks. Unlike CCB, I do have breaks. So I mean, I could be more available during those weeks too. But and you get a plan. So to use this calendar, when I show that, you go out to Calendarly, and hopefully it's loads and it's school. So you should, and then you can click. You got to plan ahead by 12 hours in order to get any time. Get to see what's available that day. See that because I do have some time available on today, Tuesday the 14th, but it's not 12 hours. You're gonna schedule. You would have had to have the schedule before 4:30 to see any times. But so plan ahead. You gotta can't do this at the last minute. Click on the time you want, and then put your name and whatever email address you want to use. I mean, my advice is use your school email address. Don't use your private email address. I mean, you can always set up a forwarding rule from your school email address to your regular email address if you want to, but keep school stuff for school with school at email is what I figure. And then if you want to tell me what you need, what you want to look at, tell me there, and that can help. You don't have to. You can just show up. Um, yeah, so it's important to put your email there because you're going to get a note when you click schedule an event, you're going to get an alert. I'll get an alert. And what happens about 15 minutes before we meet, I'll send you a link with a Zoom meeting. Okay, I don't use the scheduler because things change, and I've always found this to be the easier way to do it. Okay, so hopefully that's how you get some time with me. And let's see, let's come back to the course. So some people like to run off the to-do list, and while that's a great way to get your assignments done, you're going to miss out some of the things that I have available for you. And what we're trying to do is maximize your learning and minimize the time you're having to spend in this. Okay. With that said, you should expect I mean, with the old rule of thumb used to be, for every hour you spend in a class lecture, you should have 3 hours of homework. And this is a 3 hour course or 3 credit course. So there'd be 3 meetings. And so that would be about 12 hours a week. Some people can get it done faster than that. Some people take more time than that. So this isn't something you're going to be able to get done in 1 or 2 hours a week. You're going to have to plan ahead. I encourage you not to wait till the last day. The course runs Tuesday through Monday night, Tuesday morning at midnight to Monday night at midnight. And then there's some deadlines you gotta meet. And that's part of what I'm gonna do here. So anyway, so the best what I do when I take a course, what I encourage you to do when you're completing my course, is you go on and go to the course module. So you either click on course modules, or I always click on this link. And what you'll see what's open. Right now we have the course resources open, and what I have in there is I'll come back and talk about what I do have in there. And then the week 0 is this is some stuff you want to do. Um, this video will be linked there. Plus, it'll be some. I don't know what else I have there. Then there's a checklist of what to do. One of those things I'll let you go read that. I don't need to read that for you. But one thing you do want to do, and I want to show you how to do this, is if you decide you want to do a degree at a different college, and they ask you, well, and you're trying to transfer this course in, and they want to know, well, what did you study? You will want to get a copy of this course syllabus. I would print it as a PDF and save it to your computer. Okay, this has the course, the essential objectives. That's what the colleges want to see. And maybe some stuff about the grading. I honestly don't know what they look at. I know they want to see the course objectives. The rest of it might be fluff for them, but you want to do it now. If you never do this and 2 years down the road, this goes away after this semester. Well, actually, I think it stays available until spring 26. But after that, it'll be gone. It'll be replaced with the next quiz, next course. And I've been using these materials now for a while. The essential objectives won't change, but I may sometime in the future change textbooks and change the sequence of stuff. But here's how you grade. The other thing I have here is what we're going to do each week and what's assigned. Okay. We got 12 weeks or 15 weeks. There's no breaks. If you're going to go away on vacation and you don't have internet access, the best thing you would do is say, hey, Dan, I gotta open up can you open up the next week for me? Or I'm going to be gone within these 2 weeks. Can I work ahead? I hesitate to let you work a month ahead because then what's going to happen, you're going to forget everything. A week ahead's great. 2 weeks ahead, if you're going to be gone for 2 weeks, that's okay. The alternative is to make up when you come back, but then you're working double duty and that's stressful, and stress doesn't enhance learning. So that's what I recommend, is you're your own boss. So you can do, you make those decisions yourself. I'm just telling you what worked for people. Okay, so there's that. And then this is a course at this time. So I don't set the whole course up. I do it week by week. So that way I make sure I get everything updated and all the due dates are correct. Generally, they're correct. So you can certainly let me know if something doesn't look right. So let's go back to the modules and some things. So one thing I want you to look at is that I list in that first day is look at the FAQ about how this course works and books and all this stuff. It talks about how to get a hold of me, how to get help, are there any breaks, how to show math in a discussion forum. Then the two things you want to look at here before the course really starts. You want to click on this books page, read that, and you can get yourself registered out at WebAssign. There's an online homework portal that we're going to use. It's going to have some quizzes. It's going to have homework. And the exams, I have two-part exams. One part's always out of WebAssign. Okay, this is a video I recorded for the spring to show you how to get there, so I won't bother doing that. You don't have to buy the textbook right off the bat. You get 2 weeks of grace for the WebAssign. We get 2 weeks from Friday the 18th or Saturday the 18th. That's this Saturday from my perspective when I'm recording this. And then so you don't have to cough up any money. You don't have to get it. And so you can try the course out if you want. You will have to pay for that access though. And this video talks you through it. This page does too. Okay. So here, I'm going to come back to modules and back to one. So what are you going to do each week? So that's the intro stuff. Your first graded assignment will be your introduction posted here for this week one. You're going to do 2 discussion forum posts a week. One of them is here, and that's due by Saturday night each week, and that's due. So the course starts on the 21st. I got a 21st due date, but you have until Saturday Saturday the 25th to get that in. Okay, this week, and then you got to do it in order for the rest of the course to open. You got to complete this first day class important questions. I've already taken it, so it'll look like it's not, you can take it as many times as you want. If you don't do well on it, that's completed it, except you might run into some questions. The reason I do this is I've had people try to drop the course and expect money back, and it's past deadline. They don't know that. So take a look at to make sure you know it. There's a link to where all the answers are. You can try it as many times as you want if you want to get a great grade on it. And then anyway, so here I go. So now week 1 will open up. This will actually become open on Saturday the 18th. So once you get that first day information quiz done, you can go. This will open to you. You'll want to read each week. This is where I look just you in the to-do list doesn't work as well. If you read the weekly overview, I'll tell you exactly what you got to get done this week. When's this due date, et cetera, et cetera. Okay. So check that out. I also will make videos available as the course gets more mathematical. I'm going to put some videos of mine that help you take shortcuts that are legal and legit, not just using Chat GPT or what's that? Goth is another one. Actually, Goth is a great piece of software, but um, I don't know how well it does in statistics. But it does. It's a great piece of software. Now you don't want to use using those tools to learn. Fantastic. Uh, but the best bet is to try, use the course materials here, because that way you're not spending time looking, or sometimes the AI does things weird and not always right. But they definitely often do things weird. So it's better off using the resources you have rather than going out there. So let's see, where was I at? Oh, so yeah, we've got the textbook now. Oh, did I open up the textbook? Let me pause this video for just a minute. I didn't open up a copy of the textbook. So this is a PDF copy of the textbook. Now, by paying for the WebAssign access, you get a copy of the ebook. And if you go watch my books, that registering out WebAssign books video, I talk more about how you can get this. I like the PDF version of it. It's not, it's a static page. So what each course here, let's do the intro because this is week 1, right? He has these sections. This is Dr. Stevens. Scott Stevens is a professor at Champlain, teaches math and computer science courses. I'm not sure really. Someday I'm going to meet the guy, maybe. But what he does, he has it kind of, and not like a traditional textbook. It's more of kind of it's a workbook. Yeah, to a certain extent, yes. But if reading a textbook's your style, it's a great read. He's got he's got these exercises, he's got the answers there for them, and then they got your turns. You can try it, and I certainly recommend you try it because they're worth making sure you got the material down. There's another reason why I know you got online homework to do each week, but doing this stuff out of the textbook will help that online homework go much faster. You won't have to spend as much time online. Okay, so there's that, and then they have summary statistics, and then they get down to the problem sets. Now, the problem sets that you have to do for a grade out at WebAssign are just variations of these problems here. And see these problems with an asterisk next to them? Those have the answers available. If you buy the textbook, it's in the back of the textbook, or it's even here in the electronic version. If you're running off the one out at WebAssign, what you can do is if you go to modules, course resources, and you see that Stevens Think Do selected answers. These are all the answers to those asterisk questions. And he walks you through it. Or I don't know if Dr. Stevens did this, maybe his grad students did, but these are the answers to all those starred exercises. So you could do those ones out of the book. You can see if you did them right and get some answers, okay? And then you'll see, let's see if I come back to my textbook. And then these ones that are unstarred, hold this thought. Anything that's unstarred is fair game to post in the discussion forum. So each week you need to make a post in the discussion forum. It can be asking for help. You make 2 posts, one on Saturday, one Monday when the course ends. You miss the Saturday post, you get a 0. Okay. And those are right here. Those are right here. Let's see, come on. Those are right here, usually at the bottom. Okay, and you click on it and you make a reply. So you can ask for help. You can ask for help on a problem. Make sure you tell us what you're looking at. What problem? Is it in the textbook? Is it WebAssign? Or is it MyOpenMath, which is another portal? I'll talk about it for a minute. It can be your work to one of those unstarred exercises. It can be helping somebody else out if they're stuck. You can help them out. If you're out, the other thing, if you're asking for help either on WebAssign or out of the book, and you've got part of your work done, give us a picture of that. We want to see what you did so we can help you troubleshoot. Okay. My one caution is don't post any questions about quiz items, exam items. I'll delete them. I'll send you a stern email. You might have the quiz done, but other people won't. Okay. You'll get a 0 for that assignment. Usually what I'll do, truthfully, I'll delete it, say you've got the deadline to make another post. But after that first error, You know, I'm not too nice about it. I'm not mean about it, but I'm going to give you the 0 because I don't want to post it here. This comes back. I'll give you some long history, quick history about Dan teaching online. Back in the day before we had all these online homework exercises, I used to give a static paper exams, and this one person posts all his work to the exam, and I caught it after a few hours, but I deleted it. But um, I don't know. Just I was questioning the viability, not the viability, but the accuracy of any grade that anybody got on that exam because of that. So please don't do that. Email me. Remember, where can you get my email address? Email me right using my CCB email address. If it's a WebAssign question, you can email it to email notifications. How can you email me? Communication. I'm in here as a student. I don't know if I am. I don't know if it'll look the same because I'm in here as a student. Private messages. I know there's a way to email me with each question. I don't know how to do it, but you'll see it. Maybe as the course goes on and things open up. Yeah, when you get into WebAssign, so I jump to the grades. Notice how I made that jump. Oh my. So I'm in WebAssign, the place where you can do the online homework. And go watch my video by getting in here. I usually go to webassign.net and sign in that way. I don't go to Cengage. I get this that way. I get this page. Usually the assignments that you need to get to is right here. You can click on them. You get multiple for the homework exercises. You get like an unlimited amount of opportunities to get a grade. What I do with online homework, if you try them all, get a 70, I write in full credit. I got to bring the grade manually into Canvas, but I've taken online math courses, and it's very frustrating and very anxiety laden. I mean, if you get something wrong, but you're right, or you think you're right, then to get it right, to have the software not like what you put in. So that's why I do the try them all, get a 70, and that's full credit. Now with the quizzes, exams, that's a different story. If you get something wrong, you think you did it right, you're going to need to send me some work. Okay, so we've talked about WebAssign. We've talked about doing work out of the textbooks and how that can speed along your work there. And then this work out of the textbook is not graded. You don't have to send me anything. This is for your reference. Give you something on paper so you can refer back to on the quizzes. Quizzes and exams are untimed. You can open and close them as many times as you want. You just have to get them done by the deadline, which is usually Monday night at midnight. Okay, here, let me, one other thing about WebAssign, about Dr. Stevens' stuff. If you go, and if reading a textbook isn't your style, if you go to Stevens, where is it? I don't have it linked here. Maybe I've got it. It's Stevens. I'll add that right here. It's Stevens Stats. Let's see, open it up. Remember it. Here, just give me a minute here. Stevens Stats. I think it's Stevens Stats. Let's see if it comes up. Maybe Stevens Stats. Stevens Stats. I think too. There you go. That's the one. That's the guy. See, he's got the pineapple. So what Dr. Stevens did is he went through and made a lecture about each section, and they're YouTube videos, so you can watch them at speed and time and a half or double speed if you want, and just to get through the book. And what he does is he talks you right through the example in his book. You remember those your turn things? He also there's a summary worksheet at the end of the chapter. He walks you through those answers. And that's why I don't want to see. If you got questions about the summary worksheet questions, by all means, post them in a forum, but don't post your work to him because you've got the answers to him. You got his work here. You've got those answers. You've got those answers here, detailed solutions, the summary worksheets. And of course, those are the think do, those are the asterisk exercises. Here's the your turn exercises. I put those out. Okay, so those are all PDFs. Gee, what else? So we talked about WebAssign, we talked about textbook exercises, we talked about discussion forum posts. Let's see. do I have? Oh, MyOpenMath. Let's talk about MyOpenMath. So MyOpenMath is another free homework portal that you can choose to do. You don't have to do it. I've got details on how to get registered out there. It's in the FAQ. Registering out at optional MyOpenMath. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. So there's a video of how to do. Well, this is the fall course, but it's the same math, the same process. You'll just need this new course ID and the new enrollment key. So what happens with that is you're going to see MyOpenMath, and when you log in for this, it'll look like this. Now I've got a set of exercises you can choose to do to get you ready for the first exam, which happens during week 4. And you can do some of them, you can do all of them, you can do part of one and not have a count. Same deal here is you've got to try them all and get a 70%, and then I'll pull that extra grade, that grade into Canvas. It's not extra credit as much as it's an extra grade. So that can make a bad grade worth a little less. I don't weight grades in this course, aside that these are worth 10 points each. And Web of Science worth 10 points each. Quizzes are worth 50 points. Tests or exams are 200 points. So there's a weighting going on by the point value, but not by category. Okay. I don't know. Do you need to listen to me anymore? Let's see if I talked about everything. We talked about discussion forums. We talked about the deadlines there. Yeah, I think we're good. So what'll happen is this opens up on January 18th, Saturday, January 18th. Week 2 will open up on Saturday, January 25th. So if you want to, ideally, if you're a person that does this work on weekends, start that weekend before the course actually begins. You'll thank yourself, you'll be ahead. And that way you have if something comes up, you'll have the whole week to get that done, rather than asking me at Monday night at 10 p.m. that I need more time. Something's happened. I had a hospital emergency, or my kid's sick and I haven't had time. That happens, and I understand. And I'm very liberal with deadlines. But you got to ask me. You got to ask me ahead. I kind of growl. I won't growl at you, but I'll gnash my teeth if you're asking me after the week's passed. Okay, so think ahead. That sounds mean. I'm not mean, guys. Let's see. Did I got everything? Have I talked about everything? We get MyOpenMath. I think we're good. Give me a yell. You know how to get a hold of me, right? You can email me here. I check email a couple of times a day and get right back to you usually. Or you can schedule time with me. All right, that's this long enough video. Let me know what you need. I'm here to help.